Welcome to this explainer. If you're tuning in today, chances are you belong to a highly educated, pretty elite group of professionals. We all know the journey to earning a PhD is, well, it's incredibly demanding. You've put in years of rigorous research, survived those endless late nights, and felt the ultimate triumph of defending your dissertation. And for those of you who've brought that incredible expertise here to work in South Korea, you have already accomplished so much. But there's one final, absolutely crucial hurdle standing between you and long-term stability here, and that's securing your permanent residency. So today, we're bringing you the definitive guide to finally crossing that finish line. We're going to be looking at this exclusively through the expert lens of the Taesan VISA Administrative Scrivener Office, a premier agency that actually specializes in PhD permanent residency applications. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you a question right off the bat. Are you wasting your time trying to figure out PR requirements all by yourself? Honestly, it's a harsh reality for a lot of brilliant minds out there. Navigating the complex, highly specific South Korean immigration bureaucracy alone, it's literally like trying to solve a 1,000-piece puzzle in the dark. The legal jargon, the ever-shifting document requirements, the super nuanced interpretations of immigration law, it's completely overwhelming. We see so many highly qualified people just blindly guessing at their eligibility. And what does that actually lead to? It leads to wasted time, wasted effort, and definitely wasted money on applications that just end up stalled or, worst case scenario, completely rejected.
Look, when you're dealing with your future, your career trajectory, and your family's stability here in Korea, you do not want to take chances, right? You want absolute certainty. And that brings us to one mind-blowing number: 100%. This represents TaesanVISA Administrative Scrivener Office's flawless approval record. Yeah, you heard that right. Every single PhD permanent residency application they've ever submitted on behalf of their clients has been successfully approved. They've already helped countless foreign PhD holders successfully acquire their Korean permanent residency. So this isn't just a fun statistic. It is a real testament to their absolute authority and unmatched expertise in this highly specialized field of immigration law. All right, moving to Section 1, the 100% success secret, precision eligibility pre-screening.
The secret to that flawless record? It's not magic, I promise you. It's just a highly methodical, incredibly precise process. The golden rule here is stop guessing. Know your exact eligibility with expert judgment. The astonishing results Taesan achieves happen because their experts accurately and ruthlessly judge an applicant's exact eligibility before they ever even decide to submit the paperwork. They don't just throw applications at the immigration office to see what sticks. Actually, scratch that. They do the exact opposite. They know the law inside and out, and they apply that rigorous standard to your specific profile first. Partnering with elite experts like the team at Taesan VISA completely eliminates the risk of rejection. Just imagine the relief of handing over the entire burden of legal interpretation to a seasoned professional. It literally saves you from the immense stress and anxiety of doing a solo application. Before you spend a single won on application fees or waste weeks gathering the wrong documents, Taesan evaluates your situation to give you a definitive yes or no on whether you meet the exact criteria.
Okay, let's jump to Section 2, the Consultant's Roadmap Decoded, looking specifically at the F-59 and F-515 visas.
Let's put on our premium consultant hats for a second and look at the actual roadmap. In the South Korean immigration system, permanent residency for foreign PhD holders isn't just one big one-size-fits-all bucket. There are two very specific visa codes you absolutely need to be aware of, the F-59 and the F-515. Let's look at the dividing line between them. The F-59 pathway is specifically designed for individuals who earn their PhD outside of South Korea, so a foreign degree. But notice the strict condition attached to it. It must be in what's classified as high-tech industries. On the flip side of that, we have the F-515 pathway. This one is for those who earn their regular PhD right here inside South Korea. The massive, undeniable advantage of the domestic F-515 route is that it is open to any major. Whether you studied mechanical engineering, classical literature, or macroeconomics, if your PhD is from a recognized Korean institution, you're eligible for this specific code.
Now, let's zoom in on that crucial piece of terminology for a second, specifically for you foreign degree holders out there. High-tech industries. If you hold a foreign PhD, this definition is quite literally the gatekeeper to your F-59 permanent residency. The South Korean government specifically targets global talent in these advanced, forward-looking fields. Why? To bolster the national economy and their technological infrastructure, of course. So, if your foreign doctorate is in a cutting-edge field, think semiconductors, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, or advanced manufacturing, you need to be paying very close attention here, because this F-59 pathway was designed specifically to retain your highly sought-after expertise. All right, On to Section 3, mandatory shared requirements, specifically the 1-year, 1 GNI rule. Now, regardless of whether you're going for the F59 or the F515, there are some strict, totally non-negotiable prerequisites that both pathways share. Think of these as the foundational pillars of the PhD PR application. Let's drill down into this checklist. Number 1, employment. You have to be currently employed in a South Korean domestic company, a university or research institution, and you must have been working there for over 1 full year since entering the country. Number 2, the financial requirement. You have to be able to definitively prove that your annual income meets or exceeds 1 GNI. That's the gross national income per capita of South Korea. Basically, the government just wants to see that you aren't only highly educated, but you're also actively integrated into the professional workforce and economically self-sufficient. Which brings us to Section 4, the smart choice, saving your time, effort, and money. Because look, knowing you meet these requirements in your head is one thing. Actually proving them to an immigration officer requires highly professional, meticulously organized documentary evidence. Immigration officers don't just take your word for it, right? Every single date, every income statement, every employment contract, it all has to align perfectly with the legal statutes. Making the smart choice means recognizing that professional guidance isn't a luxury here. It's an essential shield against costly rejections. And that's exactly where the streamlined Taesan experience comes into play. Step 1, confirm eligibility. Taesan's experts do all the heavy lifting for you, cross-referencing your background with the exact legal requirements. Step 2, submit exact documents. Thanks to their elite level of expertise, you submit precisely what is needed, nothing more, nothing less, with 0 errors. And finally, Step 3, acquire permanent residency. When you follow this professionally guided roadmap, getting your PR transitions from being a stressful gamble into a predictable, totally guaranteed outcome. To sum this all up, there's a perfect quote directly from TaesanVISA's own advisory that really hits the nail on the head. Do not waste your time and effort by applying alone without knowing the exact requirements. It is such a powerful warning. Trying to DIY your permanent residency application when the stakes are this incredibly high is simply not worth the risk. A single, tiny, misunderstood requirement can lead to a rejection that severely complicates your entire future in Korea. Partnering with Taesan prevents those disastrous mistakes from happening and ensures your valuable resources are fully protected. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Will you check your PR eligibility with Taesan VISA right now, or are you going to keep guessing alone? You have put in the grueling years of study to earn your PhD. You've put in the hard work building your career in Korea. Do not let this final, critical step be a game of chance. Stop hesitating. Contact Taesan VISA Administrative Scrivener Office today to get an expert, highly accurate assessment of your eligibility. Secure your permanent future in South Korea the smart way, the proven way, and get it right the very first time. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. Catch you next time.